Hi everyone, this is Starry Ari, and I'm here to give you guys your monthly reading for the month of December. But before we begin, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I have going on my website for purchase purposes, I would say. So this whole month until the end of the year, I decided to give you guys a discount, more or less, bringing in the energies of the galactic guides that I've been working on who want to work with you guys. So if you guys are resonating with Galactus at this time, these are the tools that they have given me to give to you guys. All right, so on my website you can find different types of bracelets. This one is in particularly the Pleiadian Starseed bracelet. So this one has lapis lazuli as well as a genuine moldavite bead right here. I chose one only because if you guys have never used moldavite before, it gets kind of high frequency, so you might feel a little bit dizzy, disconnected from the earth, like if you're being pulled out into the galaxy. So I don't want you guys floating away, so I use one bead. And this one, because it has the Pleiadian starseed energy, this one has lapis lazuli, and all the descriptions regarding the beads are on my website. So this one has the energy of the constellation of Taurus, as well as the star cluster of the Pleiades. So if you want to connect to your Pleiadian guides, this is a perfect bracelet for it, okay? I do have different ones that I'm working on. And they'll be available December 1st. This one in particular is the Arcturian Starseed one, and this one has amethyst as well as a genuine moldavite right there in the middle, okay? So the sizes of these bracelets are, these are smaller, these are more for like teenagers as well as women. They can stretch open, even a male can use it. If they want to, if they like this little bit of like a tighter fit. But it is perfect for feminine wrists and teenagers, okay? I do have the masculine ones or the male ones that are slightly bigger than this on my website as well. Again, I'm using the energies of these particular constellations and star systems, but I'm also going to be placing the energy of the Gemini full moon into these because it's important for communication purposes, because Gemini's energy is all about communicating and seeking or curiosity, and so that's the perfect energy to use to connect to your guides, okay? So I also have these beautiful galactic candles. So these are the galactic starseed candles as well. This one in particular is going to be the Syrian starseed candle. So this is all about connecting to the Syrian guides that you have or your Syrian star family. These are genuine gemstones shaped as stars. So this one has labradorite, and this is an actual tektite. So this is a meteorite that can be used to assist you with connecting to your star family, okay? This one right here is the Arcturian one, has amethyst and a tektite as well, okay? These are both made with natural coconut soy waxes, so these last a little bit longer than the regular soy candles. They're all 10 ounces, and it has a crackling wood wick as well. So it's kind of like this one that I have lit up right here. This is how the wood wick looks. Let me just show you so that you guys can see how it is going to burn. So it burns with an actual flame like that. So it's going to be pretty awesome looking, and you don't have to worry about like I would say cutting the wick short after each use. You just turn it off and then relight it, okay? So anyway, that's what I have on my website coming in on December 1st. It'll be available for you guys to purchase. And then of course I have a sale. If you purchase $60 or more on my website's shop, you get a free general emailed reading. So the general readings are 2 questions that you ask me. and I pull some cards for those 2 questions. I record it, I send you the picture of your card layout, and all of this is done within a week, and it's gone into your inbox in your email, okay? So if you guys wish to give it as a gift to someone, just forward me an email giving me the information about the person, maybe CCing them so they could understand or know that I know their information. So if I send them a reading or I send them an inquiry as to what their questions are, they won't be like, who are you? So anyway, that's what I have going on for my website. So we still have Mystic Mondays happening every week. So Mystic Mondays is all about giving you guys information about the weekly transits, so Western astrology type of transits, what's going on with the week's energies, as well as giving you guys discounted readings. So all of that can be purchased on my website as well under YouTube live events. And then we also have TOLTEC Tuesdays, and TOLTEC Tuesdays is about giving you guys information about your weekly day sign energy or the Aztec astrology energy for the week that we are talking about. And then I also give you guys discounted energy healings as well as Galactic Code activations. So the Galactic Code activations are actually pretty cool. Here, I'll give you guys an example of one. And it's going to be different for everyone, okay? So it's not going to look exactly like this. It's going to be way different for you. Whatever your galactic guides want me to say. And this is light language pretty much, and I write it down. And then usually you get a angelic guide coming in, as well as I write down the location from where your galactic guides are coming from, or the star system within this galaxy, or even beyond into different galaxies where your galactic guides are giving information from. You usually get information from past lives that correlate with your current energy or your current path trajectory at this time. And from there, you use this galactic code to integrate into your energy field to activate any type of dormant DNA or any type of dormant, I would say, gifts, like your intuitive gifts and abilities, so that you may use them for your path, okay? So that's what I do for TOLTEC Tuesdays. If you guys are interested in that, it is a requirement that you purchase before the live begins for TOLTEC Tuesdays, as I do ceremony with everyone involved to prepare my energy to be open channeled for divine energy as well as galactic energy for you guys. So that's what I have for you guys. So let's go ahead and begin our reading. Alright, you guys, we're going to go ahead and begin our monthly reading. This time it's going to be a slight different approach to this. This time it's going to be a pick a card, meaning that you choose the prediction of the month ahead for you, okay? So what I want you guys to remember is that at the current state of your energy, if you choose a certain deck of cards, that's based on your current state, okay, or the energy that you're in at that time. It can always change, okay? So if you aren't satisfied with your prediction, then you could always raise your vibration, meaning do some meditation, do some clearing work on your energy field, refocus your mindset into more of a positive outlook, and then come back to this video and choose a different deck. But if you're being led to choose the same one, don't ignore it. There's probably more information that you need to gather as to why, okay? So this is just about testing your own intuitive abilities and about strengthening them as well, because you have to trust them, all right? You have to trust what you choose for your monthly prediction, okay? Like I said before, just go ahead and raise your vibration by meditating and clearing your energy field and having a more positive outlook if you aren't unhappy with what you chose initially, okay? But also don't just rush through it, okay? Choose one path, sit with it, sit with the information, and then if it doesn't still resonate for you, then come back later, maybe in a day or two, and choose a different one, okay? So we're going to begin with the energies of the month, okay? So for this month, we are in a fire sign energy, so we have a lot of fire coming in, a lot of rebellious, a lot of wanting to escape, as well as wanting justice to be done, and exploration, okay? So we are in the Sag season for the beginning of this month. We just transitioned from Scorpio to Sag season, of course, so you still feel a little bit of that scorpionic energy, a little bit of that water energy, but we're going fully into fire energy December 1st. We're also being asked to monitor our emotions as well as our intuition this month. So moon cycles is important for you to understand. Based on the moon cycles is gonna really highlight the divine feminine within you. It's for both male and female. It's not just women that have divine feminine energies, men do too. So trust that, trust the connection that you have to the divine feminine within you, the goddess energy, and connect, because that's going to help you with really maneuvering and understanding the different cycles that are coming in with your intuition, working with your intuition, highlighting, your connection to the spirit world as well, okay? So we just finished the full moon in Gemini. You're still feeling the effects December 1st because we're still in the energy of Gemini moon. This Gemini moon is all about accessing things that you probably haven't had access to in a while, especially when it comes to your connections to other people, the communications that you have with others, as well as the spirit world. The Gemini full moon is super intense because it is a masculine driven energy. Therefore, it's driven to really seek out the truth, really seek out information, really seek out ways to communicate things better, as well as to understand things better that are being communicated to you. So I'm thinking about symbolism coming from the spirit world, your subconscious, even the unconscious tendencies that you may have that you're not really realizing that you have, of course. Really looking at, yourself and your mental body in particular, and your thoughts and how you perceive the world, as well as your relationships, as well as yourself, okay? And even your connection to the spirit world, okay? And so that's what this energy is bringing us. And then we also had a full lunar eclipse on the 30th, which was my birthday. And that's a feminine energy. The moon is feminine, okay? And so this lunar eclipse was showing us the dark side of the moon in relationship to the dark feminine, or the dark goddess within all of us. So we are being asked to explore any type of, shadow work that we've had to do for Scorpio season. It's kind of like really evaluating it, really going back and seeing, okay, this is what happened Scorpio season with my relationships. This is what happened with my intuition. This is the dreams that I had. So it's kind of like if you've had a journal and you were tracking this information, it's kind of like you have the opportunity to review it once more and to see if you have any more wisdom nuggets or little nuggets of wisdom within your writings, or within your thoughts, or within your perception of the past, okay? Because it's going to help you with the present moment, any struggles that you're having at this time, and then for you to really redirect your future into a more prosperous direction, okay? So that's what this energy was bringing us for on November 30th, and we're still feeling it. You usually feel the lunar energies like this, especially 3 days after the fact, okay? So moving on, for the rest of the month, we do have another moon or energy coming in, and this is for, I believe, the Sag new moon, or the Sagittarius new moon, is on December 14th. So this new moon is all about luck. It's also about expansion and understanding what it is that you're missing in life. Okay, so it's kind of like reiterating again the shadow work that you've done and how far you've gone. Okay, I also feel like this new moon's energy is more optimistic in the way that it's gonna really show you, you know, the gifts that you're receiving from the universe for all that hard work that you did for Scorpio season, and then the, you know, showing you your future as a brighter, you know, perspective instead of the gloomy perspective that you might have had prior to, you know, us transitioning into Sagittarius season. Okay, the other thing about this is that we also have a solar eclipse for this new moon, a complete solar eclipse. So the solar eclipse brings us the dark side of the masculine. Okay, so anything that has to do with identity, anything that has to do with not feeling like you're good enough, not feeling like you deserve prosperity and abundance, or not feeling like you, so there's like a lot of insecurities, I would say, that you might feel here. So we have to really face these insecurities head on, because of this solar eclipse is asking us to do so. It is asking us to not be afraid to really dig deep and not be afraid of what comes up, and just allow it to come. Allow yourself to learn the wisdom that it's bringing, and then, you know, from there you can apply it to any type of future interactions that you might have with a similar cycle that you are, you know, dealing with this solar eclipse. Another thing about this solar eclipse, because it's on the 14th, when you add 1 and 4, you get the number 5, and the number 5 is about empowerment. Okay, so this is about amplification of either your, you know, negative traits, if you're highlighting them more than really seeing the wisdom that they've taught you so that you may empower yourself, or, you know, really highlighting your strengths. So anything that you've overcome, any type of work that was really strenuous for you, and then all of a sudden, bam, you've succeeded and overcome this. And it's also all about moving forward with your life. So the number 5 is an intelligent and organized force, and it manages to communicate our, you know, needs and knowledge, and apply this knowledge for our future. And so that's the beauty of this solar eclipse as well, because it gives you an understanding of how far you've come as well. Okay, so moving on to the December 20th to the 23rd, we have winter solstice, or Yule. So for this one in particular, I find that the energy is gonna really highlight our, what is it called? Sorry. It's really gonna highlight like the divine masculine, or the god, solar god, rebirth. Okay, so it's gonna give us a lot of, like, you know, revelations of the future that we are, you know, headed towards, especially if you've done all the work, especially if you feel like you need a little glimpse of hope for your future. Everything that you're asking for, especially when it comes to reassurance, it's going to be revealed for Yule, or for the winter solstice, because at this time, you know, even though everything is dead, the mother is in hibernation, so to speak, we still have a glimmer of hope that a rebirth is going to happen, you know, for the spring. And this is what it's going to bring us, is a rebirth. So we're walking from death cycles into rebirth cycles for Yule, okay, from the 20th to the 23rd. Moving on, we have, we're transitioning into an earth energy. So we're going into Capricorn in December. So that being said, from the 22nd on up until January 20, I think it's 21st, we're going to be in Capricorn season. And so this is all about grounding, all about really, I guess you could say, planting deep-rooted trees of ideas, of information, of wisdom, of prosperity and abundance into your life. So Capricorn season is all about really making a plan and following through with it, okay? It's not just thinking about it, it's actually taking action on it, because if you've ever met a Capricorn, they're not poor. They're successful businessmen and women, okay? They are entrepreneurs, they are CEOs, they are in charge, okay? And so harnessing the Capricorn energy into your life will be super beneficial for you for this season, okay? So moving on, we also have a full moon in December. So December 30th, we have the Scorpio full moon. I'm sorry, not the Scorpio. We have the Cancer full moon. For some reason, I had to say Scorpio. So let's go ahead and connect to why. So I feel it's definitely a reiterance of any type of shadow work that needed to be done in Scorpio season. That's why I said it. So for Cancer, though, it's more about emotional ties, emotional breakthroughs as well. So it's not just all about, you know, emotional roller coasters. It's also going to be breakthroughs, understanding of the wisdom that your emotions are leading you towards. Yes, it's going to be heavy. Yes, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster, but it's going to be well worth it, because you're going to figure out a lot of things about yourself, a lot of things about your relationships with others, as well as the path that you really want to walk, okay? And this is because it is in the water sign of Cancer. This is all about nurturing that, okay? Nurturing yourself, giving yourself self-love, as well as nurturing the path that you want to walk, okay? So I feel like the Cancer energy is really gonna push you forward to being genuinely happy with your life, or wanting that to happen, wanting you to have a, you know, a stable and you know, prosperous life, okay? Cancer energy is all about the family, but it's also all about the home and the hearth. It's a very goddess energy, where we have to really see what's going on in our homes, or in our inner temple, which is you, your heart and your hearth, really seeing how this is all, you know, playing out. If there are situations in the home that need to be, you know, fixed, then it's time to fix them. If there are situations within your heart space that need healing, then it's time to heal them. And so this is another opportunity before the end of the year, because it's on December 30th, for you to do this work so that you can clear away anything that needs to be cleared and bring in the rebirth of the new year, okay? So that's all I have for the energy for this month, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start your pick a card reading now. Okay, you guys, here is your pick a card. So here's pile number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So go ahead and take this time, pause this video, connect to your higher self and guides, and ask which pile is the perfect one to predict the month of December's energy for you, okay? So if you chose pile number 1, you chose this one right here. So let's go ahead and begin. So the energy of the month, the main energy of your month is going to be the High Priestess energy. For this one, I'm feeling like it's for both men and females, okay? It's not just a women thing, okay? This is the Divine Feminine coming in full force for this month, okay? The mysteries, the hidden wisdom, as well as anything that comes about when you use your intuition and your gifts and connect to the spirit world, okay? This is about seeking and understanding the symbols that you are receiving either in dream space or throughout your day, okay? So it's all about listening, sitting with that information, and really finding the wisdom within that information that you already have within yourself, okay? So that's what this energy is all about. It's going to prove this to you this month, okay? So we have a crossing energy that's going to come in. So the struggles that you might be facing this month is intervention and purpose, okay? So I feel like there is going to be an intervention, something that's going to happen that's really going to transform the perception that you have regarding your gifts, your intuition, and your path at this time. Maybe you are working somewhere where the frequency is really low, where there's a lot of conflict, where there's a lot of disease, where there's just a lot going on that is not of a higher purpose or even relevant to your path any longer. And so you might be confronted with this. You might be challenged by the universe to really look at your life and really look at what you are truly passionate about. Are you really wanting to remain in this cycle of just lower frequency, or you're wanting to make a big change in your life and you know, really follow your path or your purpose for this lifetime? So there's going to be a situation that you're going to have to face this month where you're gonna have to question this. You're gonna have to question your relationships with other people. You're gonna have to question why you remain in such a low frequency or around such low frequencies, okay? Like even people, okay? People can definitely weigh you down and just make you feel like you are unloved or unwanted, or you know, you're not here for a higher purpose, okay? And so it's important for you to really face this. So that's what the intervention is going to be about. And then you're going to find your purpose within that intervention. You're going to finally feel like it's time for you to make a change, that it's time for you to listen to your guidance, to your heart, and really seek stuff out that makes you happy, okay? Not just others, all right? So you're being asked to work with Archangel Sandalphon this month. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel that brings prayers up to heaven. He's also the archangel that helps you connect to the frequencies of the higher realms, and of music and of tone and of communication, okay? So you're gonna feel this strong need for you to communicate your needs and your wants. You're also gonna feel this strong need for you to express yourself through musical endeavors, through frequency, through seeking of meditative practices. I feel like you're going to seek to understand how you can shift your own frequency through music, through tones, through possibly, you know, binaural beats will be something that you might want to explore. Possibly you making your own music, maybe writing down some lyrics, maybe some mantras as well. A mantra is something that you know, meditate with and continue to repeat throughout the day. So something like today is going to be a good day, as I deserve good days always, will be a good mantra to have. Or today I allow myself to receive prosperity and abundance in all forms. You know, things like that. Anything that'll shift your perspective as well as your frequency into an elevated, so that you can feel better as well as have more confidence and feel more empowered on your daily life. Okay, so daily trails. So that's who you're gonna have, or not have to, but who you are advised to work with to assist you with this, and so that you have faith that everything that you're going through is just, you know, bumps on the road towards success, towards prosperity, towards abundance, towards your happily ever after. Okay, so the next thing that you're gonna be asked to work with is a, you know, stone person or a crystal ally. And so this crystal ally is a spirit quartz. So you might see these around that they look kind of like they're fake, but they're not. They're actually real quartz crystals that have been dipped in different precious metals such as gold, platinum, or silver. The spirit quartz in particular, there's going to be a combination of different stones. You might see spirit quartz with, you know, amethyst. You also might see it in citrine, smoky quartz, or even white milky quartz, or clear quartz like this one. You also have a variety of aqua aura spirit quartz, which are blue or aqua colored, as well as the flame aura spirit quartz, which are produced with rainbow colors, such as, you know, similar to this as well. But the whole purpose of this is that spirit quartz is a excellent crystal for you to have in your collection, and or to work with, energetically speaking, which is going to be all about communicating your desires and connecting to the spirit realms, and also the earth realm, like your animal guides or fairies, you know, things like that, elemental kingdom. And so this is all about that communication, and it's going to help you communicate with them or connect with them, as well as receive wisdom and information, so that whatever it is that you're being challenged with this month, you're able to, you know, successfully move forward without, you know, I would say dwelling so much on it. Okay, so this is all about aligning you with the energy of harmony, as well as success, and the frequency of the higher realms. Okay, and it also has this resonance of 100 voice choir singing in a harmonic way, or the angelic choir, or, you know, the tone of the universe. And so I feel like this is the perfect you know, stone person or crystal ally for you, especially if you're going through the struggles of having to transition or change your life completely, to really you know, step into the higher calling that you're here to do. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys who chose pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 2, here is your reading. So we have, for the energy of the month, is the Strength card. So to me, the Strength card represents for this month is for anyone who is already in a transitional state or state of mind, where you've already gone through some challenging, you know, changes in your life. Probably happened at the beginning of Scorpio season, and now you're feeling the full effect. Maybe you're feeling a little bit regretful, or maybe you're feeling like you shouldn't have said certain things, or you shouldn't have done certain things. Whatever. It feels like there is regret behind this energy, but it also feels like there's also, you know, fear of the unknown. Okay, so the unknown regarding your future. Maybe you've decided to leave a job that was stable in your mind, but it wasn't energetically right for you, okay? Or maybe you decided to leave a relationship that was toxic, and now you're alone and you're regretting it because you're lonely. Whatever it is that's happening in your life, the Strength card is here to tell you everything is gonna be all right. Everything that you've gone through is a show of force or a show of inner strength. Everything that you've gone through is a fortification and understanding that you are self-empowered, and that you had to really go through this stuff to understand that for yourself, okay? People around you might already see that within you, but you had to go through these transition and changes in order for you to really see that within yourself, okay? So it's all about having compassion for yourself as well as forgiveness of the past, okay? So you're gonna have all this energy and emotional states coming in fluctuations. I would say some days are going to be really good, some days are going to be really bad, because you're going to still be grieving, okay, the changes or the loss in your mind of the things that you've had to go through, or the people you had to let go of in your life, okay? So moving on, we have the energy that you are going to be faced with this month, and this is the Miriam Sacred Vision. And so again, this is kind of like a little bit of a booster here, where they're telling you, it's time for you to heal this. It's time for you to, the grieving process is over. It's time for you to move forward. So it's time for you to really see what's benefiting you right now at this time, because you let go of these people, or you let go of this job, or you've let go of whatever it is that you had to let go of. It's time for you to really see the light of it, or the wisdom that you gain from it, okay? And remember that anything that you've gone through, especially when it comes to love or relationships that you felt were in, in that sense of the word love, that turned into toxic energy, understand that regardless of what happened with that relationship, you learned so much from that person, meaning you learned exactly what you needed to learn about yourself, what you are going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate, what you feel you deserve. If you deserve better, of course, more than anything, it's going to be highlighted, as well as it's time for you to forgive yourself, not beat yourself up regarding the actions that you took or the inactions that you did not take, okay? So again, it's all about healing, okay? So it's definitely the Miriam's energy will assist you with this. So we have a angel ally here for you. Archangel Ragwell will help you with finding harmony in your relationships, meaning your relationships with yourself, as well as future relationships with possible new romantic partners, or even, friendships and family members that you might still have at this time. It's all about making sure that you speak your truth. You tell them about your needs. You don't I would say, do things, meaning like you're not gonna sacrifice yourself for others anymore, that you're gonna find balanced relationships, okay? So making sure that any type of arguments, any type of past pain and suffering is resolved through the communication that you're gonna have with these people. And so it's really, really important for you to do this work, because I feel like this is a part of your strength journey where you're gonna learn, hey, you know what? Because of this situation, I'm better off now, because now I know exactly what I want in a relationship, whether it is a romantic partnership or a friendship. Now I know what I deserve, and now I know what's red flags to look for and to really confront before they get really bad in the future, okay? So this is all about understanding where you've gone, where you've come from, and where you're headed. Okay, so Archangel Raguel will help you with this. All right, so your crystal ally or your stone person that you should work with for all of this energy will be selenite. So selenite is a mineral that comes from, I would say, a lot of the selenite that you see on the shelves right now are probably from Morocco or Brazil. The most rare ones come from Mexico, in my personal opinion, are my favorite ones. But anyway, if you don't have selenite, I do recommend that you go and get a small piece of selenite. It could be something like this. This is peach selenite. This is perfect for sacral energy work, especially for relationships, sexual relationships, clearing energy, healing that in the sacral space. So the sacral space is where you have your sex organs. As well as for women, it houses the energy of the divine feminine, the creator energy. As well as for men, it houses the same creator energy, the seed of life. So I highly recommend anyone to buy selenite because it's a very soft and gentle energy to use for your sacral space, to clear energy from the past, especially sexual energy, intimate energy, so that it won't follow you, I would say, for the next relationship that you might have. So you could get one of these, or you could get regular selenite. It does the same thing, but it also elevates your frequencies in your energy field, and it cleans out any and all stones around it as well, okay? So selenite can help you with really connecting to lunar energy too, so the divine feminine. And it also can help you with the crown chakra, opening it up and connecting in that way. It's used for transmitting light frequency and bringing higher frequency into your energy field, as well as to your home. And even if you have to have those super emotional conversations with someone that you care about, or you really need them to understand who you are as a soul and how to respect you and how to really work with you in bringing harmony back into your relationship, then I do recommend you use selenite for this work, okay? So if you've had intense confrontations or arguments or anything like that, use selenite to release this information, this frequency, and help you regain a higher perspective and frequency. So this is selenite as well. This is a lunar phases selenite wand. So this is coming from Morocco. These are a little bit accessible. There's abundance of these, so they're really cheap to buy. I believe something like this big would be like around $20 to $30. Something this small would be like, I don't know how much they're selling them this way. If they're selling one at a time, I think they sell them in a bulk. So these will be like $15 for like 5 of them or something like that. But anyway, I highly recommend that you use this frequency, this crystal ally, to assist you for this month's energy. So that's all I have for you guys who chose pile number 2. All right, if you chose pile number 3, you chose this path right here. So let's talk a little bit about what the energy of the month is going to bring you. So it's going to bring you the energy of the magician. So this is kind of cool because I feel like the magician has been present lately, especially because of the Gemini full moon in the end of November. And it's definitely whoever has chosen this, you guys are definitely exploring more about your gifts and abilities and balancing everything in your life as you are able to understand how all the elements that make the material world exist in harmony, and you're able to harness all of them together. I feel like there's definitely a chance that you are ready to move forward with really creating, the life that you desire here. You're also being asked to be responsible for the energy that you put out, meaning like if you have this negative outlook on your life and all of a sudden, it's kind of like you're you're seeing it play out in front of you, that's because you're pushing it outwards to be kind of like prophetic in so many ways. So it's time for you to really understand how you are a co-creator or a magician, and you create some things in your life. I'm not saying completely it's your fault or anything like that, but you have to take responsibility for the things that you are highlighting, or the things that you are really doing to either improve or make worse in your life. Okay, that's the power of the magician. That's why it's sacred. That's why it's important to understand this. Okay, that's why it is important to understand how powerful you really are. Okay, so make sure that you wield your power, you know, in a wise way. Okay, so the energy that you're gonna be faced with this month, meaning what's gonna be coming up a lot for you, is light activations. So it's all about shining your light into the darkness. It's all about really revealing the truth of what's happening in your life, whether it is with relationships to others, or even you know, shining a light as on your own shadows. You know, what is it that you are doing for yourself at this time to elevate yourself, to make your future brighter. Also, a light activation is it's kind of like you consciously you know, harmonizing and elevating the frequency around you, on the earth, within you, within your relationships to others, as well as wherever you are working in, okay, or whatever projects you're working with. Okay, so I feel like this is a very important work that you're doing here, but now you have to be conscious of the work. Okay, meaning you have to put in an effort to make things better for yourself. So rituals, ceremonies, connecting to your higher self, to your guides, higher frequencies, things like that, pulling them into yourself and working with the energy is important. Learning about lunar cycles, okay? Lunar cycles is really important so that you can do certain ceremonies or rituals on these lunar cycles. Also learning about the elements, the 4 elements that are important, which is, you know, air, water, earth, and fire, and to include the ether, which is creator, or the spirit realm. So that stuff is important so that you can be best prepared to do the work that you're required to do here, okay? To harmonize your life, to harmonize the earth, to have an input as to how things are working for you, or the projections that you want to create for the future that you desire, okay? So that's what you're going to be faced with, is really listening to this guidance, really connecting, really working with your personal magician energy, okay? So the archangel that wants to help you with this is Archangel Jophiel. So she's a nature angel, meaning that she wants you to connect with the nature spirits, the 4 elements, to do this work. If you don't have 4 elements balanced within your energy field, then you need to do the work. Meaning, like in Toltec shamanism, for example, we go on a retreat to understand what needs to be balanced in our energy. Maybe we are more inclined to working with masculine energy, meaning like air and fire, and we lack in the feminine, which is earth and water. So we have to start working with earth and water elements more. So not only the physical elements, but also what they represent. The earth represents physicality, the physical world, the material world, your physical body. Working with your body, understanding the connection to your moods with your body too, because the water element's all about your moods, all about your intuition and your emotions. Okay, so that being said, learning about the elements in that way and how they connect to you and how you can fortify them and work with them to bring balance into your life as well as into your spirituality. Okay, so she'll assist you with that. So we have a crystal ally or a stone person that you can work with for this as well. As this is lepidolite. This is a dark purple stone. It could also be a dark pink with purple energy. So lepidolite is associated with the third eye chakra. It's also associated with the crown, because within the crown chakra, that's where we receive the information, and from the third eye, that's where we, I would say, connect with our intuition as to where this information is coming from, what it means, and how we can work with it. Okay, so lepidolite will assist you with this, where you can really activate all of these chakras and really understand the symbols that are coming in from the higher realms and how to work with that for your day-to-day life, being aware of the cosmic energies that are constantly around you, being aware how you can use those cosmic energies to really create the life that you desire, as the magician energy is all about manifesting what you need and what you want and what your future is going to look like. And so lepidolite can help you with that as well. It can also help you with clearing any type of pollution or pollutants around your environment. So having a piece of lepidolite, like where your internet router is, or where your TV is, or where your computers or laptop is important, because it clears electromagnetic fields that pollute your energy field as well, that weaken it. And then, of course, it makes you more susceptible to being influenced by others, as well as to being influenced by pollutants in the actual earth, meaning like anything that is harmful to your health, as well as your energetic, fortitude. Okay, so that's what that will help you with. If you don't have lepidolite, or you don't have, access to it, you can just work with the energy as well. Okay, you could just bring it in and surround it all over your energy field. So just imagine it coming into your crown, so the top of your head, and going all the way down into the bottoms of your feet, and then around your energy field, which is your auric field, about like arm's length around you. And just imagine it, being implemented and integrated into you in that way, if you don't have it physically. And physically, you can do that as well by holding it, or by keeping it in your pocket, or for women, keeping it in your bra, like we like to do with crystals. But yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next month. Okay, if you're choosing number 4, here is your reading for the month. So the energy of the month we have for you guys is the Emperor. So this is a big step here, big movement forward for creating the empire that you want. Feels like to me that you've gone through a lot of changes lately. It feels like in so many respects, you feel like you hit rock bottom when it comes to your finances. And so now the only way that you can recover is by, changing the trajectory of your career, meaning going for a different path, possibly going for a promotion, or possibly even just changing completely how you look at money and making money. Okay, and so I feel like whatever you're choosing is leading you towards this ultimate goal of being the Emperor. Okay, so for that, the energy that's gonna come in a lot frequently, especially for you, is psychic insight from Odin. So this is feeling kind of like making sure that you're following your guidance, following your truth, trusting your intuition when it comes to these choices, because careers are really important. The one that you choose for yourself is gonna definitely have an effect on you as long as you're on that path. Okay, meaning that you're in that energy field, okay? So if you choose a career that is more about making money instead of following your bliss or your passions, then be ready for whatever comes with that, okay? Meaning maybe you're not going to be happy with that in the long run. Maybe you're going to be constantly stressed out. Maybe people are not going to be supporting you as much as you wish. Whatever it is, just be ready for it, because that's the insights that you're going to gain are going to come in before you make the choice, okay? So just trust your intuition when it comes to this. So if you're being told, hey, this is not for you, then listen to it, okay? Even if it has a big cash reward, or you're like thinking, oh shit, I'm going to make a ton of money. If you're being told this is not for you, there's something better, then listen, okay? Don't just jump the gun, all right? Because again, if you jump the gun and you go for that, choice, then it's not going to last forever, okay? We're thinking about long-term here, okay? Long-term happiness, long-term success, long-term abundance. The Emperor energy, okay, is long-term, as well as it is fortified, it is stable, and it stays forever, okay? So, moving on. The angel that wants to work with you regarding this is Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is a messenger of God. So any messages you're receiving from Creator, from God, from the universe, from your angelic guides, from Archangel Gabriel, from your higher self, you have to listen, okay? Don't be in fear of it. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna miss out on something. No, you have to listen. This is pretty much a test of your intuition, of your abilities and your ability to trust yourself, okay? So you're being placed in a leadership role. Again, the Emperor is a leader as well. And so if you're being told, hey, this is not for you, there's something better coming through, then listen to that, because you're being thrust into a leadership position where you're going to be faced with being the guy on top or the girl on top, and having subordinates below you, and having to a successful, business venture or career, and having to be in charge of the direction that you want, projects within this career or this business to go, okay? So this is what it's all about, is really finding the role that best fits you and your leadership style, okay? So working with Archangel Gabriel will help you with this. So the next one is your crystal ally, or the stone person that you should work with. So Apache tears. So Apache tears are actually, it's a form of obsidian or a volcanic stone. Or glass, I would say. And these are probably found more or less all over the western United States, especially like Arizona and Nevada, like around there in the desert locations. So that's why they're called Apache tears. So the thing that you have to know is that these are a specific type of obsidian. They're not they have a different type of, like, I would say, mineral composition compared to different obsidians that you might find globally, like in Mexico, Africa, Asia, places like that. So this one's specifically about, connecting to your inner strength, as well as protection and whatever it is that you're being guided to do, especially with your divine will, as the divine will is the will of Creator. And so you're going to be protected in every step that you take towards that divine will, towards that being accomplished. I also am told that this form of stone removes negativity surrounding that, any self-doubt, especially with the masculine energy for this month. There's going to be a lot of self-doubt. There's going to be a lot of just fear of the unknown with the masculine energy. And because you chose the Emperor energy, that's a masculine energy. So anything surrounding any negativity regarding the masculine itself, within you, even if you're a woman. It doesn't matter. We have both energies, masculine and feminine, within us. So anything surrounding the masculine, like if you have this negative outlook on men or masculinity or the divine masculine itself, there's patriarchy, whatever, this stone will help you heal that and will help you dispel and remove the negativity that you have surrounding that, okay? And we're also told that this can actually be a psychic, protective stone as well. Okay, so psychic energy being protected, information that comes from the divine being protected, no interference whatsoever. The only interference that you might find with what's going on with the Emperor energy would be your own. Okay, your own perspective on your ability to succeed, your ability to move mountains, your ability to create the empire that you desire or the future that you desire. Okay, that's the only interference that you'll have. Okay, so working with Apache Tears is going to definitely help you with releasing that, healing it, as well as fortifying your resolve towards building the empire that you desire. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your month. Bye-bye.